Salud, 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 guys. What's going on? Dave Mate from Circle of Drink. Today, I just wanted to briefly talk about two different types of mate, two different philosophies of drinking mate, and neither one is right, neither one is wrong. It's all about preference. Some people like sweet things, some people like bitter things, some people like both. So there's no right and wrong here. It's whatever floats your boat. So just to give you a little background, guys, for those of you that are watching this and don't know what yerba mate is, yerba mate is an herb. It's a holly plant native to the eastern forest of Paraguay, but it also grows in Uruguay, also grows in Brazil, also grows in the Misiones, which is the northern region of Argentina. So roughly speaking, it's spread over about 4 countries in South America. It's a national drink of 3 to 4 countries. It's sort of like green tea, but it's really not. It is a green herb. You get all the same benefits that you get from green tea, plus many, many more. For those of you who are already familiar with green tea, you know that it kind of keeps your mind alert. You know that it improves digestion. You know that it helps decrease bad cholesterol, LDL cholesterol. It kind of helps to just clear your mind, improve cognition, helps you detox, blood cleanser, so on and so forth. Yerba mate does all those things, but it also has the additional benefit of you never crash off of mate. You can drink it all day long. You never crash, not like coffee. And mate seems to give you this super, super boost clarity of mind that you only receive with mate. Don't ask me how it does it, but all mate drinkers know this to be true. You drink mate and it just clears your head, gives you this sort of unfathomable energy that you don't receive from any other energy drink. And it's just a very healthy drink. The list goes on and on and on about the health benefits of mate. This video is not about the health benefits, but I just wanted to give you a little intro on what yerba mate is. So definitely look into it. You could check that out at circleofdrink.com, or just do a Google search and research mate. There's tons of information out there. All right, so my story of sweet mate, which is called mate dulce. Dulce means sweet. Basically, it just means sweet in Spanish. When I started drinking mate back in 2009, the first time I ever had mate, it was sweet. It was mate dulce. And I was drinking with a bunch of girls at my school in Buenos Aires where I was studying Spanish. That first night that I was there, they had a little circle, invited me into the circle. I said, great, thank you very much. And I noticed that every time they served the mate to me, the server or the cebador would take a little bit of sugar and just put it right into the water hole of the gourd right here, and then you add the water to that, and that was it. It was just a sweet, sugary concoction. It wasn't so bad. It was actually pretty nice for me for the first time drinking mate. It kind of eased me into it. So after that first experience of mate dulce, that's pretty much all I knew. So for the ensuing 6 to, let's say, 10 months, maybe even a year, I was very accustomed to putting sugar in my mate. Later on, I started to put better things in mate to sweeten it. And when I say sugar, I'm referring to just sucrose, white table sugar, the super refined white table sugar that you could get anywhere. It's in every household. But being a little bit more health conscious, I started to use things that were a little healthier, such as agave nectar, which is much better for you than sugar. What else did I start to use? Raw honey, organic raw honey, great. Another option. You could also use organic, unrefined brown sugar, which is the roughest, rawest, crudest brown sugar that you could get. You could even use maple syrup. Those are all different things you could use to sweeten your mate. For those of you that just can't stand bitter things, definitely go the sweet route, because sweet mate is better than no mate. Okay? So if you have a sweet tooth, go ahead, add whatever sugar you want to add to it. one day while I was at my apartment in Buenos Aires, this is about after the first year of being there or so. I was drinking mate with one of my friends. Who was it that I was with? If she's watching this, I could say, okay, Mariana, my friend Mariana. What's up, Mariana? If you're watching this. And I remember one day I was putting sugar into the mate and serving it to her. And then she said, you know, you don't need to put sugar in it if you don't want to. And I said, really? Okay. So I did not put sugar in the next couple mates or the next couple cycles. A cycle is when you finish an entire mate, then you have another cycle. Uh, from that day on, I was like, whoa, okay, well, this tastes super bitter, super robust, and super powerful. And I wasn't used to it, but it really kind of just shocked my system. And after that day, I just said, okay, you know what? Let me just drink this without sugar. Whatever it is I'm drinking, let's just drink it without sugar and to really understand the taste. And from that day on, I just started drinking mate amargos. Amargo, Amargo, means bitter in Spanish. But it also means traditional mate. So if you say, give me an amargo in Spanish, or especially if you're in Uruguay, you said, you know, let's drink some amargos. That means let's just drink some unadulterated, raw, nitty gritty, just regular old yerba mate, no additions to it. I have to say that every day I do enjoy drinking bitter mate. I have a theory, and you know, at the risk of offending some people, here it goes. I really believe that people who appreciate bitter things are evolved. I believe that something about bitter things, because if I learn about bitter foods and I learn about, you know, compounds that are bitter, you start to understand that bitter things, most bitter compounds are very healthy for you, ridiculously healthy for you. But from a young age, you know, we're taught that, you know, Coca-Cola is the best drink, soda is the best drink, sugar, 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 sugar. So by the time we become late teens, early 20s, we're just hooked on that sugar train. We can't get off. If it's not sweet, it doesn't taste good. But then you have some people who really say, okay, let me fight this urge. Let me fight this sugar addiction, and let me start to taste things raw, crude, without sugar. And I believe that that's a sort of forward thinking. You know, when you start to realize that you should simplify the foods you eat, not rely so heavily. I'm not against sugar altogether, mind you, but just to rely on it exclusively is a problem, I think. So those people who say, okay, you know what, let me just take a shot, let me take a chance, and let me experience whatever it is I'm eating, whatever it is I'm drinking, whether it be mate, green tea, whatever, coffee, let me just try to drink it without the sugar. And you may be surprised that after a week of not drinking it without that tons of mountains of sugar, white sugar, sucrose, you'll see that, you know, your body comes around, your mind comes around and says, okay, I understand now. You're not masking those bitter notes. You're not masking and altering those other compounds that could be beneficial for you. Yes, you know, theoretically, I'm not going to go into the health, but theoretically, some scientists believe that white sugar impairs the immune system. Okay. You know, there's two sides of the camp. Some doctors and some researchers, some scientists will say, no, it doesn't. There's no proof. And then some other doctors will say, yes, there is proof. You know, these people who were consuming large amounts of sucrose over X period of time, their immune system function was impaired. So again, this is not against sugar. This is more about, you know, trying to answer your questions. I get a lot of questions of, can I drink mate sugary? Will it affect the benefits of the mate? And I say, listen, I'll go back to what I said in the beginning. If you like sugary things, then go ahead, add your sugar. Okay? Some sugar in the mate is better than no mate. But if you're all about, you know, raw, bitter, unadulterated teas, then I say, forget the sugar. And is there a middle ground here? Yes, there is a middle ground. And you're going to love this middle ground. Herbs, additional herbs. So, okay, you could get a mate with, say, lemon peel or orange peel or lemongrass or mint or any of these other herbs that have beautiful, sweet, natural taste without having to put tons of sugar in your mate. So you may not have to jump to the sugar right away if you have that sweet tooth and you're scared about the natural bitter sweetness of the mate. Go ahead and get some additional herbs, sweet herbs, or even get some cinnamon. If you want to make a chocolate mixture, get some raw cacao nibs and get some raw cacao powder. Throw that in your gourd. Boom, you got yourself a chocolatey mate mix. If you want to add some mint to that, throw that in with the chocolate. Then you got yourself mint chocolate yerba mate. Have fun. Be creative. You know, mate is all about relaxing, chilling, and it's also about productivity and getting things done. You know, that's the beautiful thing about mate. When you want to relax, you drink it. When you want to get to work and be a workhorse stallion, you drink yerba mate and you become that monster where you could just work all day. You can't go wrong with this drink. Drink it any way you want to drink it. Like I said, the first year I was exclusive with the sugar. Fine, shameless. I don't care. The sugar was great. If somebody puts some sugar in it now and says, Dave, you want to drink mate? I'm going to say, sure, fine. I'm not going to say no. But is my everyday go-to mate sugary? No. My everyday go-to mate is either just pure yerba mate. Let me see if I can get a little shot. Pure yerba mate. I'm drinking Jamango, which will be available on yerbamateland.com later on tonight. Just really green, pure mate. Or I have to admit, I'm all about the blends too nowadays. I really love mixing mate with other herbs. I really love mixing it with chocolate, raw cacao, mint, lemongrass, cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla. Lately, I've been all about guarana or guarana powder, which is this ground up seed of a cherry that comes from Brazil, and it's just super, super potent. Beware of this stuff. You drink this stuff, and it has twice the amount of caffeine as coffee, but without any jitters, without any crashing. And mate is already like that too. So when you put the two together, be careful. Get ready to wake up. So this was just a short video, guys, discussing mate, how to drink it, whether you drink it with sugar, you drink it Amargo. Doesn't matter. Drink it however you want. Don't let anybody sway you in any direction. Mate isn't, don't get so serious. Yes, a lot of the work I'm doing is helping to bolster mate up there with gourmet coffee and gourmet tea. I think that's where mate deserves to be. In my opinion, mate is way more complex and way more refined than coffee and tea. And I appreciate coffee and I appreciate regular traditional tea. I still drink them both. I still appreciate them both. But mate is right up there with them, if not further than them. But remember, with any of these sort of gourmet drinks, just have fun. Don't kill yourself over it. It's all about you. It's all about your own experience. And that's all that matters, your own experience with mate. Build a relationship with it. Thank you guys very much. My name is Dave Mate from circleofdrink.com. Check us out if you want to learn more about mate over at our website, or find us at one of our groups on Facebook, and let me know what you think. Comment on this video. How do you drink your mate? Do you put a hell of a lot of sugar in it? Do you drink it raw, or do you drink it with other herbs? And what herbs do you drink it with? Let me know. Salud. Have a great night, guys. Peace, love.